Hey, you there! I want to remind everybody that if you end up liking this video, please consider subscribing. It's free, and you can always change your mind. And right now, YouTube says that over 90% of people that watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it would really help, and with that...
Hey, it's Joel, and welcome back to the Joel Let Me Show. Today is just going to be another talking video, nothing very special at all, although today is not really necessarily a negative video, but by golly, it's definitely not a positive one, definitely. But the reason I say that is because recently I've been experiencing extreme creative burnout, worse than I ever have, and quite literally I've been getting a massive lack of sleep. I'm still in the process of making up assignments from when I took my last break due to COVID basically going through my entire family and ruining a bunch of stuff. And it didn't affect me greatly, but it definitely did affect me in the way that I was not in school, and now I have a bunch of stuff that I need to catch up on, or rather even some things that I don't need to, but I feel are very beneficial to me if I were to, and YouTube is very much getting in the way of doing that. And I'm going to be taking this week off, of course excluding this video which I'm posting just so that you guys aren't sort of like, oh, why isn't he posting? For the maybe one or two people out there that actually care, but yeah, so with that being said, I'm going to be taking this time to also do something that I meant to do last time I took a break, which is actually to find a new schedule, because a lot of my episodes and a lot of my series I've lacked motivation to make for quite a long time now. In fact, for the last couple months, actually. Almost every single time I go to film a sketch list just Monday, there is an extensive amount of procrastination, and also I genuinely look down on filming those episodes every single time I have to film one, and the same goes for Gaming Thursday. I don't have motivation for filming those anymore. And actually Swinging on Tuesday is also something that was meant to be an easy series, but I also don't really look forward to filming anymore. And the reason that I believe I'm just experiencing a creative burnout is because I don't have motivation for making anything anymore. Whereas in the past, I would simply lack motivation to make one particular series, and I'd be like, oh, I just don't like this anymore, and I'd stop doing it and I'd replace it, like back when we had Flashback Friday, for the couple of you that were around when that was a thing, or Minecraft Monday. I fell out of making both of those for different reasons, and I switched the things up and I replaced them with things like Sketchlicious Monday, which we replaced Minecraft Monday, and now we have the Friday Review, or formerly known as Review Friday, which replaced Flashback Friday back when that was a thing. But I am not having motivation for making anything at this point, which is why I believe this is just a really bad case of creative burnout, and why I think taking a week or two long break would actually really benefit me, because it'll give me a lot more time to work on more important things and catch up on things. It also gives me some time away from YouTube. I absolutely love YouTube. My YouTube channel is quite literally, in my opinion, the best representation of my life and my life accomplishments, because I have documented overwhelming amounts of what I've done in my life on this channel, on different projects, different things that I've done, different experiences, both the positive and the negative, and especially the high and low points, of this one being a bit of the lower points. But over this break, I'm going to be figuring out a new schedule, and when I come back, if I happen to take next week off as well, off of creating YouTube videos, that is, I will possibly post another video just saying, hey, here's what's going on. But I also might not do that simply because I don't know if enough people care. So if you actually want to see another video like that, if I decide to take the next week off, if you really care that much, I guess you can comment if you want to, and I will create one for the couple of you that do just want to check in and see what's going on. But I don't actually know if anyone really cares that much, and for the couple of people that I do know actually care about a couple of my series very greatly and favor them over other series, like I know one of my sort of online sort of acquaintance time friends, I guess you could say, Moonstar the Cat, really favors my Sketchlicious Monday videos, it seems, and they're always commenting really kind and caring things on those episodes, and they seem to favor them over the lot of the other content that I create. And I'm not doing this simply just to throw the series down the garbage and say, oh, I don't want to do this anymore, so I'm not going to. But I really like motivation, and it's getting in the way of other things. And one thing that I've always tried to stay behind, in the essence of sort of like a mindset of mine, is that if I'm not enjoying creating the content that I'm creating, I have absolutely no point to create it. I don't know if any of you really noticed or paid attention to last week's episode, which was quite literally redesigning one of my original OCs, and actually, as a matter of fact, my only OC as of right now. That is simply because I filmed that right in the middle of the night, basically, because I completely forgot got to film it and was stressed out as all heck when I was filming that. And I know I seem a little bit chippy in those episodes when I film them, but I really genuinely do not really enjoy making them and filming them anymore. Once I get to filming them, sure, I'm basically fine. I can go all the way through and film it and I'll be done. But I never enjoy looking forward to it like I used to. So in my opinion, I'm going to try my best to keep those out of the way and the harder to make series. And what I really want to turn the channel into, but another thing that I really don't want to do, because I feel like a lot of my audience does not really care for the type of content that I like making, is actually the highlights and the skits and like the things that I'm making for broadcast journalism. And a while ago, the things that I was helping my friend Joseph with in his drama class assignments, with a couple older videos like budget Star Wars and stuff like that. Those didn't really necessarily seem to get a lot of positive attention towards the end of me making them, with things like the footage highlights. They just didn't really do well at all. In some cases, a lot of my ones that I put a lot more time into getting literally no likes and no views at all. For the couple of types of videos that I've been doing of late that people don't really tend to pay attention to, I've noticed is videos related to the RC course, and that's something that I genuinely enjoy, but has not done well on my channel at absolutely all in the past. Like, I've put hours upon hours of the tutorial videos on the Axial SCX-10 Cherokee, and they get no attention, yet the Sketchless is Mighty episodes that have drastically less effort put into them almost reliably get likes and views. So I'm in a bit of a mix here where I'm kind of like, do I create the content that I want to, or do I create the content that my audience wants to see? And usually that's not something that I should have to do, but I've continued making the content that I don't want to for so long, I've built up an audience around the content that I don't seem to want to create anymore. But anyway, as I said, when it comes to next week, if I don't post, for the couple of you that do care, I may possibly post a video just sort of talking about what's going on. I may not, I don't really know, but I'll try my best to get back by next week. I just really want a break. Hopefully, I really hope this gets my motivation back up for creating content, as quite frankly, I have had thoughts about just quitting YouTube entirely, and I don't like thinking of that, but it's quite literally something where the stress levels of creating content have gone so high to the point where I just want to give up and stop. But I really don't want to do that. Quite literally, YouTube means that one of the most substantial things to me in my life at the current state in time. Obviously, there are things that are more important, but YouTube is one of the most important to me as a person. But anyway, with that being said, I was Joel Homie, your guys' host, and with that being said, if you guys enjoyed today's video...